Hey, Coach Sev, thank you for everything you did for me, my teammates, and all the kids that you coached and taught over the past 37 years at Rockers. We love you.
Coach Seb, thank you so much for everything you did for me and everybody else at Rockhurst in the last 2 years, being the best coach for football. Hope your retirement goes well. Thanks for everything.
Thank you, Coach Sev, for all the lessons you've taught me and for the great 4 years you've given me.
Thank you, Coach Sev, for these past 4 years. You've made them truly remarkable. You've been a great head coach, a great mentor. I've been very fortunate to play for you. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy your retirement.
Thank you, Coach Sev, for being a great coach and a great role model these past 4 years. I hope you enjoy your retirement and have a good one.
Coach, I was just making this video to let you know how grateful I am to be able to play for you for 4 years, and there's no one else I'd rather play for than you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Coach Sev. You were more than a coach to all of us, and congrats on a great career.
Coach Sev, congrats on an incredible coaching career, and I'm going to take everything you've taught me into the rest of my life, and just know that we're going to get you some wins on Severino Field next year.
Hey, Coach Sev, congrats on a great football career. I grew up hearing a lot of stories about you from my dad and my brother, and I love playing for you. I'd love to see you after a win this season, and yeah.
Coach Sev, thanks for a great 4 years. You motivated me a lot, to develop the work ethic that I'll carry with me for the rest of my life. I speak for pretty much everyone that played for you when I say that. Thank you very much.
And Coach Sev, I really enjoyed watching you work with my sons and also help me develop a work ethic and a resilience to continue to fight. And also, you've been a big influence to help develop relationships that I treasure and have had my whole life. Love that you've had my 2 boys and really been a great influence in our family. Thanks, and have a great retirement.
It is an honor to talk about a man I count as a close personal friend and that I have the utmost respect for, Tony Severino. I've had the privilege to work with Tony over the last 37 years. The event that we're celebrating with you, Tony, is your retirement from Rockhurst High School. For the vast majority of your life, from August to November, you've been occupied with one thing: football. That's about to change. But before it's too late and you take your next step, I want to look back over a career that is arguably one of the most successful in the state of Missouri and even nationwide. Over your 50-year career, 43 as a head coach, you won 395 games overall, 344 at Rockhurst, making you the winningest coach in Rockhurst football history and the 3rd winningest in the state of Missouri. In those 43 years as a head coach, you only had 2 losing seasons. Your teams have played in 19 state semifinal games, 13 state championships, and have won 8 state championships, 7 at Rockhurst. You're the only coach to have won state championships in both Missouri and Kansas, and you also won a Kansas State baseball championship at Shawnee Mission Northwest. You've coached 4 undefeated teams. You've expanded the reputation of the Rock into a national program by playing teams from Missouri, Kansas, Nebraska, Illinois, Minnesota, Colorado, Texas, Louisiana, Nevada, Arkansas, and Iowa. You've been named Missouri Coach of the Year 7 times, and in 2000, you were named USA Today's Head Coach of the Year. This reflects the respect that you've earned from not only your peers, but also those who cover and support high school athletics, both locally and nationwide. You were selected to coach 3 times in the U.S. Army All-American Bowl All-Star Game. This event brought together the best high school football players and best high school coaches in the country. In 2018, the Kansas City Star included you in the list of the top 25 most influential sports figures in Kansas City. Also included in that list were Tom Watson, George Brett, Andy Reid, and Clark Hunt. You've been elected into 4 Hall of Fames, including your high school alma mater, Cathedral Latin in Cleveland, and the Missouri Sports Hall of Fame in Springfield. You've left a legacy of achievement an excellence that is rivaled by few. If you stop there in measuring your success, who would argue? But there is more to you than just a list of achievements and awards. Your program has always been about the people that you worked with, whether you're talking about those young men that participated as players, trainers, and managers, those men that coached with you, and those that were so supportive as fans through the years. You provided an experience that went beyond just football. Lessons were learned about commitment, hard work, how to be a gracious winner and a good loser, how to deal with disappointment, how to work together with others, the importance of tradition and taking pride that you were a part of that tradition. These are lessons that did not come as a result of playing time, but came as part of being something bigger than yourself. You were quoted saying, when former players come back to see you and say thanks, and I read letters that I saved over the years about what you have meant to their lives, it was never about football. It was so much more than the game. That has led to countless relationships with young men that began as a player-coach relationship, but that have endured over the years and developed into friendships that have lasted for years, way beyond high school football. I would be leaving out a very important part of who Tony is if I didn't mention the 50 years of marriage to his wife, Marilyn. You do not coach for 50 years and raise a family without a loving, understanding, and committed wife. The partnership they have and their commitment to one another is obvious, and also to their sons, Scott, Jeff, and Brandon, and their daughters-in-law, Debbie, Jen, and Emily, and their 10 beautiful grandchildren. His commitment to his family is also evident in how he looked at his coaching staff and our families over the years. There was never a question that family came first, and that he would do whatever he could to see that happen for us. And finally, his commitment to his faith. Whether at home, school, or on the field, his faith has been an integral part of his life. So Tony, I'd like to take the opportunity and speak on behalf of former players, former coaches, and all those that have supported and enjoyed your career over the years, and give you a heartfelt thank you for all that you've done and all that you've left behind, and how you've influenced so many in doing that. God bless you, and Godspeed as you continue beyond Rockhurst.